Hey everybody, I'm Anna Huthmaker from Huthmaker Violins. You found another one of our Students Stuck at Home series. Now, today I won't lie to you, today's going to be a little weird. I want to teach you a lesson that I learned from the principal basis of the Baltimore Symphony. This is not my original idea, but I thought it was genius. But it's one of those things, I won't lie to you. Half of you are going to go, I'm not sure I get that. And the other half are going to go, wow, that is amazing and it makes total sense. So I hope that it helps those of you guys that understands it, because this is all about learning and practicing and how we can do it just our very best. So this is called the clay ball theory. And what you need to do is, I want you to imagine a clay ball. This is a piece of music you're learning. And imagine it's like Play-Doh. And you're learning, when you're playing from one note to another, I want you to imagine that you have the sharpest pen or pencil known to man. Let's say we're going to play the first note, and then the second note's right over here. And when you play it, you're drawing a line on your clay ball, right? And then you're going to play it again, because we always practice things multiple times. And you're going to draw that line on the clay ball. Now, this is a very sharp pen. This is a ball made of clay. If I do this 5 times, 10 times, 15 times, what do you think is happening between those notes? I can tell you what is happening is we're digging a groove into our clay ball. It's getting deeper and deeper and deeper. Now, but that's only if we do it correctly. So what if you start off and you're like, okay, I'm gonna go first note to second note and, oh, sorry, I had to think about what I was gonna eat for dinner last night or tonight. So, okay, I can do that again. That one doesn't count. It doesn't matter. All right, so first note to second note. Oh, my Instagram dinged on my phone. I wonder who that was. I hope I'm not missing anything. All right, I'm going to do this again. Oh, sorry. Now I'm really having trouble focusing. Now, do you notice if I don't do this well, if I don't do it perfectly, if I make mistakes, what am I doing to my clay ball? I'm kind of making a mess out of it, aren't I? Now, here's the problem, and this is the important lesson you have to take away from this. Every single time you play something, it matters. It draws a line on your clay ball. It creates a connection in your brain every single time, because I don't know if you're like me, when I practice, a lot of times if I make a mistake, I go, that doesn't count. That one doesn't count. And I'll do 5 mistakes in a row, and then I'll do 3 good ones, and I'll go like, okay, that one, that's good. I like those 3. Except the problem is those 5 still are there. They've created this situation. Now, if I go to perform and I go to play from the first note to the second note, what are the chances are that I'm going to be able to stay in that groove? Right now, it's not very good because I made a mess of my clay ball. Instead, if I had focused and concentrated and done my very, very best to learn it correctly, make as few mistakes as humanly possible, oh, well then my clay ball is beautiful. Now, here's the good news. If you've made a total mess of your clay ball, can you fix it? The answer is absolutely. You just have to go back and you have to do it correctly over and over, and you have to make that groove twice as deep as all the mess around it. Now, I always like to think of it as like the Grand Canyon. The river cut that Grand Canyon into the earth. You're cutting that into your clay ball. Now, when I go to perform and I go to play that note to that note, what are the chances of me falling out of that groove and making a mistake? Not very good. The clay ball is everything. If you take away anything from it, I just want to reiterate the idea. Every time you play counts. So do your best to make all of them clean, in tune, in rhythm, with good tone. It'll make your end result so much better, so much faster. I hope that helped your practice. I'm Anna Huthmaker from Huthmaker Violins. If you have any question about the clay ball, you can send me an email sometime at huthmakerviolins.com. Now go practice.